Keep your day job, Chris. Keep your day job, buddy.
Welcome back to the show, folks. A little EC Eric Clapton for you there. And that is some of the music from the movie Goodfellas. You know, that was just on TV just the other night. And the movie is about actually a true-to-life figure and a true-to-life crime.
It was a very good movie.
Yeah,
a little brutal.
And it incorporates, that's the world of the mob. It incorporates into the movie the famous Lufthansa robbery in New York City, where there was a huge sum of money stolen, and it took a long time to solve the crime. Some of the perpetrators ended up dead, and so the justice didn't have to worry about it as the guys killed each other off, sort of. But Henry Hill is in the middle of it, and Henry Hill was also involved in that Boston College point shaving basketball scheme and all that.
Right.
It was funny how that all came out. But Goodfellas, one of the Goodfellas just had a good day in court. One of the Goodfellas just got off.
I know.
Yeah, there was they had just tried one of the guys for the Lufthansa robbery, which occurred, I think, in the 70s, wasn't it? Something like that.
Now, was he sitting in jail this whole time, or he's outside partying?
No. He'd gotten, they had and they had finally arrested him, and he beat the rap.
How about Whitey? Is Whitey Bulger?
Bulger hasn't beat the rap. No, yeah, it looks like.
Did you see that movie, the Whitey Bulger story?
No, I haven't seen it. That's a brand new.
Oh boy, pretty brutal.
Yeah,
well,
Yeah, so as is the rule of the world of the mob. I mean, Casino is also another brutal movie, especially the ending of that thing. Man. All right, let's go to Raymond. Raymond, thanks for calling.
Yes, okay. For your questions for the prospective candidates for president.
You got it. Yep.
The question would be, if you're elected, who would be your top 3 candidates for Secretary of State, and who would be your top 3 candidates for Secretary of Defense?
You didn't ask for Vice President. You're not interested in that?
Not as much as those two.
All right.
Yeah, he's covering right. Secretary of Defense, right, Raymond?
Okay, who would be top 3 choices for Defense and State? All right, Secretaries of State and Defense. All right, another excellent question.
I'm starting to think
I'm not going to ever have to write anything up.
These people should be the monitors on the TV shows. You know, when they do the regular debates, just bring them on and have them ask their questions.
He'd be a hell of a lot better.
He would be, too.
Raymond's in the contest. He is in the contest with another excellent question. Let's go now to John. John's up next. John, thank you for calling.
Sure enough.
Who would I ask and what?
You can ask the group. I just would like to know why John Kerry wasn't asked to recuse himself from the Iranian negotiations when his son-in-law is an Iranian doctor and the best man at their wedding was an Iranian national.
John Kerry?
John Kerry, the bicycle king.
Why Kerry didn't recuse himself?
Well, why the Republicans didn't bring it up? I mean, I've never heard that in the news yet.
All right, you're right. Why GOP? And I must admit, I had heard about that, but that's why we need more airtime.
That's why we need people calling this. You know what? We all assume that all these politicians are such intellectuals, they remember everything. I wonder, honestly, if any of them even thought about that during the debates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have another issue, too, that I think is going to become reality as far as the millennials are concerned, and nobody ever brings this up, is our military, I think, is so decimated at this point that in the event we ever are forced to defend ourselves against China in the South China Sea, or if we have to go back into Iraq, I would think that somebody's going to have to reinstitute the draft.
Well, you know, I have addressed that on the show. I have said that this president, in a number of ways, and that you're talking about one in terms of foreign policy and the military in particular, he is purposely making it very, very difficult for the next president, whoever it is, to do anything to reverse the mess that he's making of the world.
Absolutely.
And he is purposely doing that to tie the hands of the next president. It's the exact opposite of what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to actually kind of more or less try to make it a little bit easier on the next guy. This guy is the reverse. Excellent question. John, you're in the contest. Appreciate it.
Chris, that nationalism, which, you know, is part of every country, I mean, you're right. I mean, if we don't keep this moving and keep our youth not excited about war, but being prepared for war, just like in Israel, right? 2 years, they go in right after high school.
Well, and so, all right, let's go next to Diane and then Alan. Diane, hey, thank you for calling.
Hey, you guys.
Howdy.
I would like to know if they would consider Colonel Alan West for Department of Defense.
I thought you were going to say Vice President. Would they consider Alan West for DOD? All right. You got it. You got your bathing suit all packed up?
I'm getting packed as we're listening.
God bless you, Diane.
It's going to be great weather.
God, I wish I could go with you. My mind and my heart's going to be there, but my body's going to be at the GOP summit.
Well, give Ted a hug for me.
I definitely will do it, and I look forward to telling him about you.
Thank you.
All right. God bless you.
She's going on the 2.5-day cruise.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting for her.
Yeah.
8 meals a day.
I was looking
in the Bahamas,
to going
private
with her.
islands.
She's a cruising virgin. I was going to be a cruising virgin. Tim's a cruising virgin. Christine's a cruising virgin.
Yeah, you got casinos there. You have martini bars. You have everything you dream about.
See, on the next cruise, I'm going to be the only virgin.
I may go to the next cruise too. I'm going to.
And I'm going to be the only virgin.
Like a virgin touched for the very first time.
Aubrey's over here shaking his head. He's going, no, you ain't going to be no kind of virgin, buddy.
So what am I going to be? Cruise pimp?
Let's go to Alan next. Alan, thanks for calling.
Hey, guys, there are a lot of good questions out there tonight.
I'm telling you what.
Very impressive.
My question would be to my two top candidates, Trump and Cruz.
Trump and Cruz, okay.
National deficit. What is the plan to cut that national deficit? And could they explain to the average American how much that hurts the
middle class? The middle class, the taxpayer?
Exactly. Thank you.
Well, okay, so what is the plan to cut the deficit, and can they explain that to the average American? How about that?
That'd be great.
Oh, it's very simple. Get rid of the Department of Education, the EPA, and
average American taxpayer,
and the IRS, and institute the fair tax.
But I mean, Chris, with the interest rates held so low, which they may make their first move on December 16th.
Yeah.
But with them held so low, this has shielded Obama from the aggravation he should have received, because as rates escalate, our debt just explodes.
Ballooning.
Yeah, but
they held us down.
Yeah, but to get back to the prior caller, John, that's part of his deal here. See, eventually they will raise those interest rates,
and it's going to be,
we're going to feel the pain. Right?
Right, and the Republican in office will feel the pain.
Right. The reason the deficit is going down now is not because of any cuts that these guys made. Come on, Michael Medved. The reason the deficit is down is because tax revenues are up, and the interest rate has been held at zero, which means those government bonds, you're not earning anything on them.
The what is down?
The what?
That's what I want to know. What did you say is down?
What did I say is down?
The deficit.
Oh, it is in relation to what, when he first came into office, it was about $1 trillion a year. It's now down to about half that.
Oh, it's the growth of the deficit that's reduced.
Thank you for the correction.
It's not the deficit.
All right, the total is, you're right, it's still there.
They've slowed down the growth of the deficit.
It would be worse, the growth, you're talking about the debt, but the deficit would be worse were it not for zero interest rates. Anyway, let's go to Mike. Mike, can you say it in 50 seconds? Because I'm up against the break, or do you want to hold through?
No, I think I can. Ask the guys, what about the great left-wing conspiracy? The Democratic. We hear about the Republic, and I have proof, because the left-wing conspiracy managed to turn Jeb Bush into Hillary's bitch. And the reason I'm saying that is
pretty damn close, but
like 2 weeks after they released that that Hillary was going to attack Marco, all of a sudden Jeb starts doing it, and I wonder if they emailed him their little playbook.
All right, so what about the great left-wing conspiracy and Jeb doing Hillary's dirty work?
That was a pretty salty comment.
All right, it was. Hey, thanks, Mike. You're in the contest.
We like that,
Steve, you're up next, but we got to take a break, and we'll take your questions on the other side. We'll be right back.